Gandalf, a name that conjures countless majestic images of the legendary world of the Lord of the Rings. A powerful wizard, a wise mentor, and a tireless warrior in the struggle against darkness. But have we truly understood Gandalf? Is he merely a powerful wizard with a staff in hand and a silver-gray cloak? Or is there something deeper, a complex soul, a will of iron, and a wisdom drawn from worlds beyond human comprehension? Today, join Legacies Unravelled as we unfold the pages of Gandalf's endless journey. From the obscure past of a noble Maya to the moments he stood at the threshold of life and death, and ultimately, how he shaped the very fate of Middle-earth. Come with us to explore a Gandalf of strength, contradiction, and inspiration. Gandalf, a name known by countless beings throughout Middle-earth. They see him as an old wizard with a long white beard, a pointed hat, and a powerful staff. But the truth is far more than what meets the eye. Gandalf is not a man, nor is he a wizard in the conventional sense. He is, in fact, a Maya, one of the sacred beings created in the earliest days, serving under the Valar, the divine guardians of the world. The Maya are beings of immense wisdom and power, far beyond the comprehension of men. Yet, Gandalf was sent to Middle-earth in the guise of a frail old man, with a noble mission, to aid the peoples of Middle-earth in their struggle against the rising darkness of Sauron. The brilliance of Gandalf lies in how he fulfills his mission. Unlike Saruman, who chose the path of power and manipulation, Gandalf is instructed not to use his power openly. He does not seek to dominate or control, but rather to inspire and encourage the courage of those seemingly small and weak. It is this perseverance and sense of responsibility that makes him a master strategist, a leader Middle-earth truly needs. But is concealing his true nature a sacrifice? Or is it the ultimate testament to Gandalf's humility and unmatched wisdom, the very qualities that make him not just a powerful wizard, but also a symbol of guidance and hope amidst the darkness? Unlike Saruman, who was blinded by power, Gandalf always chose to influence through kindness, compassion, and hope. He did not seek to dominate or impose his will upon others. Instead, he used wisdom and empathy to inspire and guide. To Gandalf, true strength does not come from magic or absolute power, but from awakening courage and unity in those who appear small and fragile. Gandalf understands that greatness does not necessarily belong to the most powerful. He places his faith in seemingly insignificant things that hold immense meaning. It is this humility and true wisdom that make him a beacon of kindness and hope amidst the darkness. The battle between Gandalf and the Balrog at the bridge of Khazad-dûm was not merely a clash of powerful beings. It was a test of Gandalf's very essence. As he faced the Balrog, an ancient creature of darkness embodying fire and destruction, Gandalf understood that his mission was not to triumph for power or glory, but to protect the fragile beings he had sworn to defend. As Gandalf fell into the abyss, darkness engulfed all. But it was not the end. His struggle with the Balrog continued in the deepest shadows, amid blazing fire and freezing cold. It was a battle not only of the body but of the will. When victory finally came, Gandalf had undergone a transformation. He had not only defeated a formidable enemy, but also transcended his own limits. He was reborn not only with newfound power, but with a purified soul and a strengthened spirit. From Gandalf the Grey, he became Gandalf the White, a symbol of guidance, wisdom, and compassion. This transformation was not merely a change of title or power. It was a testament to sacrifice and rebirth, to facing death itself to protect what he cherished. From that moment on, Gandalf became the irreplaceable guide in the war against Sauron, a beacon of light in the overwhelming darkness. But why is this transformation so significant? Because it embodies one of Tolkien's profound philosophies. True strength does not lie in power or control, but in the willingness to sacrifice and protect what is precious. Gandalf never sought power for himself. Instead, he was willing to risk everything to prevent darkness from engulfing the world. The transformation from Gandalf the Grey to Gandalf the White was also a spiritual evolution. Previously, Gandalf had demonstrated immense kindness and wisdom, but he also had limitations. He was cautious, reserved, and sometimes burdened by the weight of responsibility. But after conquering the Balrog, Gandalf emerged stronger, both physically and spiritually. No longer a wandering traveler searching for solutions in the shadows, he was now a powerful and wise leader. He could stand firm against any danger, not only with his magical strength, but with his profound understanding of courage, love, and fellowship. But above all, Gandalf's transformation is a testament to the rebirth of hope. He returned not only to protect those he loved, but to inspire them, to show them that even in the darkest times, light can be found if one does not cease to seek it. Gandalf's return was not merely a personal journey, but a powerful inspiration for all of Middle-earth. He emerged as a beacon of hope, reigniting the fighting spirit of those facing despair. When Gandalf led the charge at Helm's Deep, his white light seemed to shatter the darkness that surrounded them, urging everyone to stand and fight for what is right. But Gandalf's role extended beyond battles. He understood that true power did not come from magic or military strength, but from the unity of races and the courage of the smallest individuals. That is why he placed his trust in Frodo, a seemingly unremarkable hobbit, who carried within him the strength of purity and unshakable loyalty. Gandalf was also the one who encouraged other leaders to step up and embrace their roles. With Aragorn, he was not only a commander, but also a mentor and a loyal friend. Gandalf helped Aragorn realize his destiny to become the true king of Gondor, not for power, but for the responsibility and love he held for those he sought to protect. Gandalf's transformation also conveys an important truth Tolkien wished to share. True strength does not lie in overwhelming power, but in knowing how to use that power for the benefit of all. Gandalf never allowed his strength to overshadow his ideals. Instead, he used it to guide, protect, and inspire others. Throughout the journey against Sauron, Gandalf was not the one who directly destroyed the enemy. Instead, he became the glue that held together races, brave souls, and the hope for a brighter future. But was Gandalf's transformation truly the end of his journey? Or was it merely the beginning of a greater mission to be the guiding light for Middle-earth, as darkness had not yet fully faded? Gandalf is not just a powerful wizard. He is also a spiritual mentor, a guide who hides his greatness behind humility, but leaves a profound impact on those he encounters. Gandalf's role is not about defeating every enemy by himself, but about inspiring, encouraging, and enabling others to discover the hidden strength within themselves. For Aragorn, Gandalf was the one who saw the leadership qualities within him, even when he was still avoiding his responsibilities. Gandalf's words of encouragement were not mere cheerleading. They were absolute faith in Aragorn's potential. Thanks to Gandalf's guidance, Aragorn gradually overcame his hesitation, abandoning the identity of a wandering ranger to become the true leader of men. For Thodin, Gandalf's intervention was not just about breaking Saruman's manipulative spell. It was a spiritual awakening. Gandalf helped him realize that true strength does not only come from the sword, but from leadership rooted in kindness and righteousness. From an old, weakened king, Thodin regained his dignity and pride, becoming a symbol of unwavering resistance against the darkness. For Frodo, Gandalf was the guiding light throughout his perilous journey. Gandalf never forced the task upon Frodo, but instead provided him with the faith and mental strength necessary to carry on. He taught Frodo that courage lies not in the power of the sword, but in the will that refuses to give up. Gandalf's words of wisdom became the greatest source of encouragement that helped Frodo overcome every temptation and fear posed by the ring. Gandalf was not someone who faced every danger himself to claim glory. Instead, he skillfully guided, inspired, and left his mark through kindness and wisdom. This very wisdom made him the spiritual pillar of the Fellowship, a leader who never sought power for himself, but always prioritized the well-being of all. Gandalf's presence was not just a guiding torch, but also an undying hope in the hearts of those he protected. This very quality made Gandalf a living symbol of the fight for light, justice, and compassion in a world teeming with darkness. Though always standing among others, he is, in truth, lonely in his own way. His immortal nature grants him a profound understanding of the fragility of mankind, but it also makes him more attached to them. While his companions must face the limits of youth, the frailty of the flesh, and the devastation of war, he bears the burden of immortality, a loneliness not easily shared. He understands that every bond he forges with mortals will eventually come to an end. Time is a merciless weapon that endlessly erodes life. All those he cherishes will gradually depart from this world, leaving behind memories and wounds that will never truly heal. At times, he wonders if his immortality is truly a gift from the Valar, or merely a curse meant to torment him for all eternity. Unlike mortals, he is not allowed rest, nor is he granted the luxury of forgetting painful memories. His duty is to protect, guide, and illuminate the path, but that very duty leaves him forever trapped between two worlds, the unchanging eternity and the fleeting, vivid moments of human existence. Perhaps that is why he remains so reserved and contemplative. No matter how many enemies he faces or how many challenges he overcomes, the greatest battle he endures is the one within himself, the struggle between his longing to live as an ordinary being and the immense responsibility he can never truly escape. Gandalf is not only a powerful wizard, but also a symbol of courage, wisdom, and moral leadership. He has proven that true strength does not lie in absolute power, but in the ability to inspire and guide others to act for a greater good. From encouraging Aragorn to step out of the shadows and embrace his true kingship, to helping Thodin break free from manipulation and reclaim his dignity as a leader, and guiding Frodo to find courage even in the frailty that seemed impossible to overcome. Gandalf became the guiding light for all, even as he bore the loneliness of immortality on his own. The final moment when Gandalf departs from the Grey Havens is not merely the end of a long journey, but also the passing of hope to a new generation. Though Gandalf has left Middle-earth, the legacy he left behind will forever remain in the hearts of those he guided and protected.